I stared at that backside of the paper for a long time, growing angrier every second I looked at it. But I knew that getting angry wouldn't help me solve what the hell this fucking bastard was doing to my sister. I needed to get to the bottom of this, fast. By what I could tell from that report, Zoe was also given whatever the fuck this mind control solution was. Does this mean that when I go and find her, she won't remember me? And if not, what do I have to do to make her remember? Will she come back to her senses when she sees my face again? Will I even get to see her again? Questions were racing through my mind, and at some point Noah slid down to see what the hell was going on. Hey, what the hell did you find? I didn't say anything. I just handed him the piece of paper with Zoe's picture on it. Noah took hold of it and he stared at it, squinting. Sorry, I can't see very well. Can you shine your phone on it? I did as he asked, and after a good 10 seconds of him staring, I noticed that there was something wrong with him. He wasn't moving, talking, or blinking at all. Noah? No reaction. I shined my phone up to his eyes and I almost immediately jumped back. There was something happening with his eyes. It was almost like images were rapidly flashing in front of him that only he could see. They were making Noah's eyes change color extremely rapidly. Noah dropped the photo, and suddenly both of his hands were pulling at his hair. He was now screaming in agony and he fell to the floor, writhing on the ground, still gripping his head. Noah, what the fuck is happening to you? I yelled at him as I tried to take hold of him to make him calm down. It didn't take me very long to realize that I couldn't do anything at all until whatever the fuck this was over. I just brought my knees up to my chest and wrapped my arms around my legs, as I stared terrified at Noah, who was still screaming. What the fuck is happening? I don't remember how long it took for Noah to stop screaming, but as soon as he did stop, I crawled over to him, as he was still lying on the ground. Noah? I asked as I shook him. His eyes immediately opened. His eyes met mine and it looked like he was crying, but at the same time he gave me a look that he was filled with pity. What's wrong, Noah? He got up from the ground and he immediately hugged me. What's up with this reaction? The fuck has gotten into you, dude? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I didn't remember her. I'm sorry I treated you like you were crazy all these years, he said, choking up. I realized what this meant. Wait, you remember Zoe now? Noah released me, and he nodded, still crying. With this realization, I immediately bolted to the box that was labeled as pictures. I ripped open the box and dumped out all the pictures out. Seeing all of the pictures of Zoe that were in the box made me want to kill Nick even more. It was obvious from these pictures that Nick was stalking my family for a very long time. I saw one picture that was different. It was just a single picture of a man I felt like I recognized. I picked it up and shone my light to see it clearer. Nick Sparks. The thought ran involuntarily through my head. I cried out in pain, my head exploded with a head-splitting headache, and I immediately dropped to the ground. I kept my eyes open because I realized that this could be the exact same thing that happened to Noah. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw Noah bolt towards me. I focused on what was about to happen. Images, memories that I didn't know were there, flashed before me. My heart dropped to the deepest pit of my stomach. In these images I saw my family, but also the man I know now as Nick Sparks. He was there all along. The whole fucking time. I saw Mom holding Zoe as a baby with my dad standing beside her. But there was also Nick, staring at the baby that my mom was holding dearly in her arms. I saw more and more images of Nick, always with our family. I felt like I was looking at images where he was photoshopped in unnaturally. But I remembered now. Nick Sparks was a friend of our family. That was why my parents asked him to help deliver Zoe. We trusted Nick wholeheartedly as a family friend. He was always there for me and Zoe's birthday too. As soon as these images stopped running through my head, I was no longer in agony. When I sat up, I knew at that moment that I wouldn't give up on killing Nick. He betrayed our family. He turned my parents against me, and most of all, he took my fucking sister. But I knew that I made progress. I found a very obvious weakness to whatever this mind control solution was. It was apparent that he tried to use this on me too, but it didn't work as planned. Or maybe it did. Maybe it was planned. I realized that Noah was trying to talk to me to get answers from what had just happened. What did you see? Nick Sparks. I knew him. I began taking all of the pictures of Zoe that I can find and I thought could be useful. There are pictures of me too, which made me feel even more nauseous, but I knew I may have to take these too. I knew what I was going to do next. I had to make my parents remember Zoe. After I finished picking up all the pictures and files that I thought would be important, I said to Noah, "Come on, let's get the fuck out of here." Noah, bless his heart, came with me to my house to try to help my parents recreate their memories of Zoe. I decided that I wouldn't show them the photo of Nick though. I wanted to kill him and I didn't want anything of that to get in my way. If my parents remembered him, they may try to stop me. As I walked up to my house, I felt extremely guilty of what I did to my parents before. Regardless, I continued and knocked on the door. I didn't feel like I should just walk in. My dad opened the door and when he saw me, he didn't look too thrilled, but he let me inside, along with Noah. When I got both of my parents together, I apologized to them about the obnoxious and violent behavior from the other night. And I told them I wouldn't let it happen again. But please, I have something extremely important to show you. I swear to God, if this has anything to do with this imaginary little sister, I do not want to see your face again for a long time. My dad snapped at me. My mom just looked at me with a concerned look on her face. I ignored my dad's threat and brought out the pictures of Zoe, which I picked up from Nick's old house. I laid them out on the table for them to look at it. Something was wrong, though. They didn't seem to have any signs of recognizing Zoe. They looked back with blank and angry stares. Noah looked at me with scared expression. We were thinking the same thing. Why the fuck aren't they reacting to these photos like Noah did? What the actual fuck is this supposed to be? Why do you have these random pictures of a fucking little girl? Are you sick? I don't understand. Why don't they remember? I grabbed Noah's arm quickly and bolted out of my house. I was lightheaded. Why the hell don't they remember like I did? Noah asked, running his hand through his hair. He looked like he was about to panic too. I don't know the answer to his question. I felt my phone vibrate in my pocket. As I pulled my phone out of my pocket, something in my heart knew that it was going to be something bad. Unknown number. Sorry, but it's not going to be that easy. Nick Sparks. Hey guys, the Dark Narrator here, and I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching, and all of the subscribers that have been popping in. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and being a part of this community. I just want to let you guys know that until the series is over, I will be using every scheduled day that I have, Monday and Friday at 8 a.m. to pump out these videos, because the series that I'm narrating has been over for a couple of weeks, and I feel like I'm kind of like dragging it along, and I did want you guys something to look forward to, and you will, because you know you still have to wait like a week for each video, most of the time like 3 or 4 days, but I just feel like I'm not doing the story justice if I don't get it out, because he got it out really fast and it's an amazing story, and I want to do it justice, so I'm going to be pumping out these videos. I think there's like 6 or 7 parts, so it'll be like that until the series is over, and then we'll resume our normal thing, like a one-off story, and then some true scary stories and stuff like that, like how we did it before I started the series. So anyways, glad you guys are enjoying the series. I love the feedback and the fact that a lot of you are going over to his Reddit page and supporting him and telling him how much you like the story. It means a lot to me that you're doing that. And yeah, see you guys on Friday's video. See you later.